G'day everyone and welcome back to Kiralee Cosplay, the channel where we talk about all things cosplay, costuming and sewing related items. And today we are off to a convention. That is right, it is time that we go and explore that which is Hoshi Con. So Hoshi Con is a small convention here in Western Australia and I missed last year's and I decided that I would go for just one day today. And well, this year and this time I'm kind of running late. It's already 12:30. Haven't left home yet, but that's okay. It's only a small con. Oz Comic Con was literally like a couple of weeks back, so honestly probably most of the vendors and most of the artist alley is the same, which is the main reason I go to conventions, honestly, other than cosplay. But I do want to check out the cosplay competition because it is going to be a really good competition. I have decided that I am wearing my $2 Sakura. I ended up not getting rid of her when I did my purge because she's really cute and she was only $2 and she hasn't had a full life yet. So she's really comfy. I thought I'd slap her on. Here we go. She's gonna make her cosplaying, you know, con debut. Let's go and have some fun. Haha. Yes, elevated ants. Gotta find the pavilion. Okay, I guess I can see some costumes down there. I'm guessing it's all the way down there. Onward! So we arrived and immediately found Nadia and Reba. They are doing photo shoots. It is all good. Look at Reba. Dun dun dun. Hey, how you doing? Look at this chair. Yes, you're wearing chair again.
The professionals at work.
Professionals at work. Hang on.
We have just arrived into the convention. How cute is this little entry? So cute. Alright, I'm going to totally get some photos here. Good time. Showcase. This is Animaniacs' amazing WCS winning duo. It is amazing. I am absolutely obsessed with these cosplays. So that's what Kiralee was wearing. And this is what Scott was wearing. Except no pants. There's no pants. It is lewd. Like, look how much detail's there. It's so cool. Some more beautiful cosplayers. Here we have Breeze Thumbelina. It is so cute. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you to Sotaku. Sotaku is one of my amazing patrons, but she makes these amazing bags. Like, I've got one of those, but in Sakura. It's so good, it's so big, it's my big bag. Look at this beautiful handbag. I think everyone has been eyeing that off, to be fair. The backpacks are super cute, and so many like crossover bags. It's amazing. Look, a little Charmander. Oh my gosh. Anyway, thank you so much, Sotaku! Here is Art by Tish. Amazing. Gorgeous. A little bit spooky. Loving it. Look at this. Look at this pencil case. Full disclaimer, if you summon a demon, they're not responsible. Just saying. But how cool are these designs? Absolutely amazing. Come over here. Look at these. Yes. So talented. Amazing.
And the last one is beating and stoning, which Kiralee Cosplay knows that I am a
very, very, you know, very for it. Very for it. A lot of my idol cosplays, even my Meliko yesterday had beads on it. So my skirt actually had just faint bead work just because I was missing it and I needed to do it.
So we've got some promo shooting happening here. Good times. They've asked me to come and do some. The regular cafe is not open. There are two Japanese food vans, one fairy floss, one bubble tea, and like one little kiosk. Terry's getting a bento. Hey look, it's Shikoi. Hi Shikoi, you're looking gorgeous. So we are here going to watch the cosplay competition. Yes! Very excited, cannot wait to show you all.
Judges Award.
So our winner for the Judges Award is
Actors Love Live.
Our winner for our Craftsmanship Award is, sorry, I got the name. Donald Duck!
So the best in show goes to Rafira as Hudson.
So it's now been a couple of days since Hoshi Con and I've had some time to collect my thoughts and I thought I'd give you a bit of a recap of my experience. Now keep in mind that I wasn't there for the entire weekend. I just went Sunday evening, so this is only what I saw. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and then I've got a little bit to say about the cosplay competition. So let's start off with the pros. The first thing is, let's talk about that entry. It was so good. You walked in and on the left-hand side, there was Hoshi Con, big banner, really easy to see where you're at. And then like right in front of you, there was a torii gate with the 2 cherry blossoms. This made for just the most awesome pictures. I know that they did some promo stuff there as well, which was really, really cool. There was also a really good amount of artist alley. Now, I am of the personal belief that the bigger the artist alley, the happier that I am as a person. But I respect that for the size of this convention. I would say that there was a really good kind of volume of artist alley versus vendors and the rest of the space. And the last thing that I really liked about this convention was that there were dedicated chill out zones. There was the drawing zone and then there was also like a beanbag central, which I think is so important and should be something that needs to be at every convention. A place where you don't have to leave the convention, but you can just sit down and be quiet, and I love that. I didn't use it, but I love it. So now on to the bad. And the big one was, it felt dead. Like, I get it. I was there on Sunday evening when everything is starting to slow down, things are starting to wrap up. I get it. However, the fact that I could walk through Artist Alley all the time, open spaces, and even do the cardinal sin of stopping and talking to people in the middle of Artist Alley, which you never do at conventions because you just don't, because there's no room. We could do that and we weren't causing any impediment to the flow of traffic. And there were also areas of just dead space, which I think could have been better utilized. I also didn't really like the fact that they put some cars kind of to separate the main stage away from the rest of the convention. I understand why they did that, but it also meant that if someone wanted to go from the stage directly into Artist Alley, they had to like go right around this like car showcase to get to Artist Alley. So yeah, I get why they did it, you know, to give a bit of a buffer from the main stage to the Artist Alley, but it also meant that it was difficult for people to get from one to the other. The next thing that I thought was a miss was the backdrops. They had these two really cool backdrops, but they weren't ironed. So you could see that they were very, very creased, and also it could have been improved by having some sort of flooring that continued out, just to kind of be able to get those full body shots without it being really, really obvious that, hey, this was a backdrop. Because as a cosplayer, you can't really use that as a photo. I'd rather have a photo taken against a blank wall. And the last thing that wasn't great, or at least could be improved upon, was that I found it personally very hard to find out what was happening when and where. So there was no printout of, you know, what was going on, which is absolutely fine. Environmentally friendly, I get it, absolutely. However, it would have been fantastic if that schedule was really clearly, you know, available on their website. I couldn't find it on their website, nor did I see the signs, even though I'm sure that there were signs at like each of the main stages. And the only place that I could find any kind of schedule was on their Instagram feed, but it wasn't pinned. So I had to scroll through all of their feed to find when the schedule was posted, and then, you know, and then have a look at that. Even having that just pinned on their Instagram would have been so much easier. I almost missed the start of the, you know, the set date time, should I say, for the main cosplay event on the Sunday. Because I was thinking it was at 4, and then after all of the searching for 10 minutes trying to find it, found out it was at 3, and it was like 2:57. So now let's talk about the cosplay competition. First and foremost, I want to say a massive congratulations to Rafira. She won in her Miku strawberry dress, and there was so much detail on that. It looked amazing on stage. She did an excellent job, and I commend her. I hope that she enjoys her trip to Smash, she has a good time, and she brings back lots of memories. I also want to give a special shout out to Kiralee from Animaniacs. She did an amazing Kingdom Hearts Donald Duck. I mean, I saw this up close, and the craftsmanship on this is so good. So good. I struggle to think of a better representation that could be made of that character. The proportions were spot on. It looked like it was a real thing, you know, it was just amazing. I would say that if Kingdom Hearts had a theme at Disneyland, this would be the mascot that would be walking by and greeting kids. It looked that good. And lastly, a special mention to Jelly Jade, who got the judge's choice. That costume sparkled on stage, and I personally, in the audience, was loving the stage presence. And lastly, there's a few points that I want to discuss, because these were things that I heard from contestants of both the Saturday competition and the Sunday competition. And if they're true, and once again, secondhand information, and I don't want to spread lies, but also these people have no reason to lie to me. I'm concerned. So in the set day competition, the contestants were asked, either by the judge or the host, how much their cosplay cost them to make. Now, I think that that is a very inappropriate question to ask. It doesn't matter. What relevance does it play? Whether you paid nothing because it's all, you know, stuff that you had on hand and that you repurposed, or if you paid thousands of dollars for a cosplay, it doesn't matter. I'm very confused why that question was asked. I don't think it should have been asked. You should be only asking questions that would be impacting your judging choice, whether it be you know, about craftsmanship, or, you know, how did you come up with your skit, or something like that, but not how much you spent. I don't think talking about your shopping prowess, about how much you can find a bargain, if that's what they were getting at, should be part of the judging. And for the Sunday competition, I heard that the judging panel did not have the reference images in front of them when they were judging. Now, I get it. I absolutely get it. In the US, not all competitions that I was a part of necessarily have the reference images in front of them. However, it is expected that you bring in a reference book, or rather, you know, part of your build book with you, which has the reference image in it, so that the judges will have the reference image in front of them while you're being judged. That is not the case within Australia. Usually what happens is that we submit our build book for these larger competitions, and then either the judges get the full build book that they bring with them to the competition, so that way they can judge with it, or what's given at the very least to them is the reference image so that they can compare. I think it's very important that when you are judging competitions, especially of this caliber, that you are given all the tools that you need to judge equally and fairly, so you can see, you know, what is going on with the cosplay. Now, all in all, I will say that Hoshi is still a small convention, and this is year 2, I believe. I think it is, at least. I say that these are probably still teething issues, and I hope for the very best for the future of Hoshi. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.